The sculpture at the top there.
Yeah.
I think it's an MP, isn't it, or some.
The one that's hanging out with the child in front of it.
I don't know anything.
The Eric. Do you know anything about that sculpture?
No, no comment.
No comment. Okay, so we're on our way to the BBC. Sorry in advance if there's any wind on the audio. It's very difficult to use an external mic in these environments. But we're on our way to the BBC, right? Because I just want to get a big zoom of the statue, the sculpture that has been reinstated by the BBC, that was done by Eric Gill or Gill, I think is how you pronounce it. Now this sculpture is a bit controversial, and with everything that the BBC has been going through with SA, you'd think they'd think better of it, but I don't know whether they think their institutions are more important or what the reason for it is, but they've reinstated this sculpture. Google it because you'll get a lot more information. So you can see the sculpture there, right? Let's just get a little bit of a closer image of it so you can see his face. Alright, you can see what's in front of the sculpture, and like I said, go Google it and then you'll have a much better idea as to what we're dealing with, and then you yourselves can ask the question, what made the BBC decide that they were going to reinstate this after it was vandalised in 2022? I will put everything you need to know on the actual screen of the video because I can't take it off of my, I can't get it at hand at the moment, but I just wanted you to have a real good close look at what we did. Okay, so the BBC, I'm going to ask this guy whether he knows anything about the sculpture. Hello? Do you know anything about that sculpture? You don't know anything about it? I just wanted to find out if any of you knew. I'm just going to ask this guy here. Hello? Do you know anything about the sculpture? The 1940s Eric Gill sculpture?
I know, sorry.
Why are you putting your thing on?
Same like you did this one with the camera.
I'm the member of public.
Yeah, doesn't matter.
You're supposed to let me know. You're supposed to let me know, guy, mate. Yeah, only because I asked you. Only because I asked you. And see, they don't stick to their own rules, do they? I'm just going to ask this guy here. Let's just find out whether anyone's educated. Anyone really cares. Hello, excuse me. Do you know anything about that sculpture?
No, no comment.
No comment.
Are you auditor? What's?
I'm just asking the question. A member of public asking the question, just to see whether you know what's hanging outside the BBC. It's funny how everyone clams up, isn't it? Everybody clams up. It's just weird. I just wanted to ask. These guys. Hello, excuse me. Do you know anything about the sculpture that's hanging up outside the BBC? Do you know anything about its history or anything like that?
No, not really.
You don't know anything about it?
No.
Okay, just thought I wondered. Google it. You might get an education out of it, yeah?
Thank you.
It's hanging outside of the BBC.
Okay.
No taxpayers' money and everything. We all pay for the BBC. Thank you for speaking to me. Oh, excuse me. Do you know anything about that sculpture that's hanging outside of the BBC?
The sculpture at the top there.
Yeah.
I think it's an MP, isn't it, or some.
The one that's hanging out with the child in front of it.
I don't know anything.
The Eric Gill or Gill, I think his name is.
Eric Gill. Should I know?
You should. Go and Google it.
What do you know about
Because you
it?
work for the BBC, don't you?
Yeah, I do. I've never really.
I've
paid
seen your
attention
face, so
to
I know
it.
you do.
Oh, okay. Where's this going?
Try not to play ignorant. Just go and look at that sculpture.
I see it every day.
Google it, yeah?
Yeah.
And then you'll get an education. All right? Thank you for speaking to me. I just wanted to know whether people knew about what's hanging up outside of the BBC. They're all sort of aimless. No one cares. Nobody really cares about what's hanging up outside the BBC. Hello, I just wanted to ask you a question. Do you know anything about the sculpture that's hanging outside of the BBC, the one Eric Gill?
Right, no.
You don't know anything about it? Do you work for the BBC? You work for the BBC?
Obviously.
Yeah, you've got BBC all over you.
Yeah, right.
Okay, sorry, I just wanted to show it. I'm not aggressive. Please go and Google it. If you don't already know, I'm sure you do know. Go and Google it and then you'll get an education, yeah? About what the BBC is doing with our taxpayers' money.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Everyone's just aimlessly, the wonderful BBC, everyone's just sitting there enjoying themselves. Thank you for not troubling me, I appreciate it.
You what?
It's quite nice that they just let me go in there without any trouble. That was quite good, wasn't it? I'm just going to ask the last guy. I'm sure he's going to say no, but this is the whole point, isn't it? This is the point I'm making. Excuse me. You see how you're standing in front of this sculpture? Yeah? Do you know anything about the history of that sculpture that you're protecting at the moment? You don't want to speak to me. He doesn't want to speak to me. You just prefer to protect it aimlessly and not really care about what it stands for. Okay, I get the message, thank you. But what I would say, Google it. And then you'll get an education, yeah? About what the BBC is doing with taxpayers' money. And you're working for the BBC. Thank you, mate. That's the kind of response. Nobody cares because all they want is their money. That's all they want. They just want their money.